No.
Members of the congregation, you are now here on a Wednesday with Easy, the tech preacher. Truth to be told.
It's Wednesday, hey, tell me, are you ready? It's Wednesday, hey, tell me, are you ready? It's Wednesday, tell me, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's easy, yep, tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Yep, the tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Yep, the tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Yep, tech preacher, all the real wired ones, where you at? 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 All the real wired ones, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
What's up, everybody? This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. We got the Wired Ones in the building. Welcome to Wired Wednesday, the day of the week that we go in. So we gonna have, I say, deep discussion. We gonna get down to the meat and potatoes. We go, we gonna see tonight. We go end it all tonight. We go end it all tonight. Is the Galaxy S22 overhyped, overpriced, or y'all just too excited for a new device? Because this is the first year that I've seen. Look, we saw with the Pixel. Pixel was overhyped. I mean, everybody was glad and hip hooray about the Pixel, and that was it was a phone that we talked about. It was like overhyped, overhyped, overhyped. Is the Galaxy S22 overhyped? Because I mean, I'm seeing two sides of the fence. We got the people that saying it's going to be the best phone on the planet. But when I look on the specs and I see the leaks and benchmark tests and everything, it just don't seem that way. But you got the other people saying, hey, this thing going to be $100 more. You're not getting no SD card support. It start off at 128 gigs. I mean, no charger brick in the box. I mean, it's a lot of things that you're not getting, but the price going up. So what the hell are you paying for? Yes, I know people
You
gonna say,
paying
well,
for them other ones to get the S Pen.
What the hell are you paying for?
So
Lord.
let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Is the Galaxy S22 overhyped and overpriced?
So I probably disagree with everybody on the panel. I don't think it's overhyped.
Okay.
I think it's hard to
overpriced?
I think it's overpriced. I think it's hard to overhype a $1,300 device that starts at 128 gig. Now, I've been privy to all the stuff that you've seen as far as like people really, but I don't see it. Now, I'm happy that Note fans are getting a Note, but that's just me, and I know I differ from what you guys think.
Right. But when we talk about overpriced, right? I've got phones. I mean, look, Motorola released $300 and $400 phones with 128 gigs. That's the problem that I got. I mean, you got devices that, I mean, look, the Pixel 6, right?
$600.
128 gigs for $600. I mean, I got Realme phones that's $499 that got 128 gigs. What SD card support, dual SIM, and all this other stuff for $500.
Yeah.
So
and the Realme GT2 won't thermal throttle as well. And it's way over half the price and won't throttle.
Can we survey the chat and see how many people have interest in this S22? Can they put a 1 in the chat if you gonna get this phone?
Oh yeah,
go ahead and let us know down in the chat if you're going to get the phone. Put a 1.
Put a 1 and a salute to Savage in the chat.
No, you can put a 1 and you can put which model you have interest in. Because some people want that pen back, right?
I know, but think about this. But here's the thing that I got a problem with: 128 gigs of base model, $1,400, $1,300, no SD card support. Now remember, the Galaxy Note's supposed to be the most powerful phone on the planet. And for 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage with no SD card support, doesn't sound like a powerhouse device for me. But Samsung wants you to pony up an extra $100, $150 for the 256 or the 512. I mean, the 1 terabyte gonna cost almost $2,000. Give me a fucking break
So
here.
I've seen 3 ones so far, and one of those ones is on the fence.
What up, Jay
And look,
Boogie?
and the thing about it is, let's make sure we understand something. I know that Samsung go give out a lot of deals. I
Yeah, I
know
was
this,
just about to say that.
but here's the problem that I got with this. We as techies got multiple devices to trade in, and we'll have
Oh yeah, we good.
$600-700 up
Yeah,
front.
we good. Yeah, we good.
If I go talk to my sister or we go talk to a family member and say, hey, take that broken up phone, they might give you about $250 for it, but you're gonna have to come up with about $1,100 up front.
It's really the people that don't have that that are looking for, but yeah, techies,
Right.
we got something we can
Right.
trade.
So techies go say, okay, we save up our money. We got, $600-700 plus a few
Hold up
devices to
now.
trade in. Right.
Malik is talking about the S21 FE. We talking about the S22, sir.
No, we're talking about the S22.
S22 Ultra.
S22, sir.
So, when I always think about, people going to Samsung.com and doing trade-ins, it's for more well-informed people like techies and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
The average consumer, and when they go to the carrier, if they don't get a nice deal, maybe $100 off for upgrading or something like that, they're paying full price for this phone.
Yeah.
They go pay full price for this phone. You can't swing it. It don't matter how you swing it. They're going to be paying $35, $40, $50 a month for this phone. For 3 years, 4 years, they're going to be paying $1,300, $1,400 for this phone. And so I look at it at a full cost type of device. A lot of people say, well, the carriers will be doing deals. We don't know what the carriers go do right now, right? We know that Samsung go do deals because they do it every year. But we don't know what the carriers go do. And if they do that, it's always a catch. Update, you got to add a line. Oh my God. I'm going to tell you, that's the biggest scam on the world. I'm serious, y'all.
Oh yeah,
Don't
add a line,
fall
yeah.
scam.
12 lines.
Add a line. Add a line, and you get it half price.
Yeah.
You add the line, you got to pay for the line.
You got to pay for the line. Yep.
You got to pay for the data. You got to pay for the upgrade. I mean, listen, man, that's the biggest scam in the world, adding a line. I'm telling you. I know people that's been in the, started YouTube, content creator maybe about 4 or 5 years ago that's sitting on 8, 9 lines because they want to get the latest and greatest. And the only way they can do it is keep adding a line, add a line, add a line. And what happened? Your bill $500 and $600 a month, and you sit around like you got old phones you haven't even paid off yet.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you have to think about that too. Who has $1,200, $1,300 in this day and age with, a lot of people out of work?
It's going to be tough for those people.
Tough, man.
I think the Note 20 Ultra is a beast of a phone. And I'm not mad. Like, I think Michael Grimes was like, hey, I'm going to trade. Hey, you're going to get a good deal for your Note 20 Ultra if you upgrade to the S22 Ultra, right? I probably would hold on,
I would never trade I would never trade in my Note 20. You know why? The Note 20 is the last device. Think about this, becomes an instant classic. This becomes a collectible. This is the last Note device, right?
Correct.
This is the last Note device.
Yeah.
The Galaxy, that's why you've seen the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra prices.
It's going up. It's going up.
Yeah, the price is going up because everybody know that this is the last Note.
Yep.
So the prices, I ain't never seen a 2-year-old phone is up there the same price as the Galaxy S21 Ultra. I mean, I've been seeing this phone $1,200 online right now. This phone is extremely expensive. It's a great goddamn phone, by the way.
Oh, it's a great phone. That's a great phone.
But okay, so here's the question to everybody that got a Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. If you got a 256 gig, are you willing to trade in a 256, 12 gigs of RAM, SD card support for 128, 8 gigs of RAM, no SD card support? That's a hard sell, man.
Eric, you
That's a
went
hard
to
sell.
super chats.
Yeah. There's two of them.
I'm sorry about that. Let's get these
Very
super
good.
chat. Let's 10 HUD. Oh, Magic Tech Review. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. We got the 10 HUD on that. Thank you, T Hop, and thank you, Magic Tech Review, for the $1 holla and the $5 holla. I really do appreciate that, guys.
Yes, sir.
Look, I'm telling you, look, I just want to be real tonight. No fluff, no passes, no bullshitting around about the hype and overpriced. We go look, if you go buy the phone, that's fine. And most of us go buy. I know I'm gonna get it because I got to review the shit, but I just feel some kind of way that most people go buy the base model because that's the cheaper model, right? I think they go get fucked in the long run. I mean,
yeah, 128 is tough, right?
The 128, man.
That's tough.
With no SD card support. I mean, look, you're not holding that phone for no 3 years or no 4 years.
And
Come
I
on,
don't
man.
like 128 gigs unless it's something that's given.
No. I just think that 128 gigs is a laughable thing at $1,400.
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So I
know what people gonna say. Well, easy. They gonna give you 8 gigs of RAM and 4 gigs of virtual RAM. See that? I know what people gonna say. God damn it! I know what people gonna say.
I don't care about virtual RAM.
I know what they gonna say.
Yeah. So what happened?
Xiaomi was talking about that this morning. Yeah, and I don't give a fuck about no virtual RAM. Give me real
we know
RAM.
that the real RAM is a lot faster than virtual RAM.
Correct.
So, granted that if they give you 4 gigs of virtual RAM, it's not going to be as fast as read and write speeds as real RAM. So you do get it will lag out on you a little bit because of read and write speeds is going to be a little slow. And look, I understand what a lot of people say. Well, damn, 12 gigs of RAM. How much RAM do you need? Well, fuck, they was giving you 12 gigs of RAM for 3 years in a row. Why they go take it away? That's the thing. Though I can see if they had 8 gigs of RAM or 6 gigs of RAM in the beginning, and all of a sudden they go from 6 gigs of RAM to 8 gigs of RAM, But when you going from 12 gigs of RAM,
12 physical to you can get it back by having some non-physical RAM. Nah, I ain't doing it.
Yeah,
give me the physical. Yeah. Give me the physical RAM.
Yeah. That non-physical better have HDDR5 or something.
And I'll say it's all about optimization, right? And they've never really optimized very well. So no,
I'm good.
I mean, so let's talk about this. If you have a Galaxy S21 Ultra, 128 gigs or whatever, you don't have SD card support, but you got 12 gigs of RAM in it. And I mean, if you're on a payment plan and it's almost paid off, or you bought it outright. Are you willing to trade that device in for, $700 or whatever and go down to an 8 gig RAM 128?
I mean, I get.
Because it's that new, right?
Yeah, it's a new device. You know what I'm saying?
I just think that Samsung this year. I got the good stuff today.
I got that good shit.
Yes.
I
got the good stuff today.
Hey, nice baby boy.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I think that the Galaxy S22 will be a fantastic phone. But
it's gonna be great.
The competition is gonna say, we got better phones. That's the whole thing that I look at Samsung as being the top dog, not being an Apple. Not being, lower the toilet pole. Put everything in the kitchen sink in this thing and say, "Hey, we dropping nuts on the."
And the thing about it, if they had to come out, at 1,000 with the 128, they probably would have. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, "Hey, we just dropped nuts," but they're like, "No, we're going to bring out the S21 FE because we want to price all our devices higher, and we know we're going to have a lot of people that are going to say, "Oh no, that's not it. This is the merits of the S21 FE, dude." All that was to set the price higher so we mentally prepare for a higher price. That's all it was. It's marketing 101.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think when the Galaxy S21 FE came out at that high price point, we already knew that the S22 was going to be expensive.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yep.
And I think for the most part, if you look at One UI 4.0 is on a lot of Samsung. Look, I applaud Samsung for updating their devices. Now, that may be a good thing or a curse for Samsung because now, since they got Android 12 and One UI 4.0 on damn near all their phones, right? Why upgrade? You got a brand new, fresh device, a brand new operating system. I mean, it's running good. The cameras are better. You got all the features. You got Material U. Why upgrade? Because now you got a fresh device. But
That's what it is.
They
Yeah.
always hold on
That new.
to their updates. They always hold on to their updates before the new phone come out first, and then all the updates come out for the older devices.
Correct.
But Samsung did it different. They updated all their devices from the Note 10, the S10, the Note 20s and S20.
Yep.
All of them got Android 12 on it. Okay,
Yep.
well, why? Everybody that commented on my video say that their phones feel brand new. It's fast, it's fluid, the photos is better. And so one may come to mind, why upgrade, baby? Why even upgrade? Shit, I got a brand new phone. I'm good. And that's the thing. Now, if you want the new, look, I'm not taking away from anybody that's a tech enthusiast.
Go for it.
Because I'm buying it. Fuck.
So like I said, I told you Easy, and I told LaShawn, and I told Kimmy, my concerns have not changed. Right now, I've only seen one company without doing a backing off of the 8th Gen 1 be able to run it wide open because of the cooling that they put in. Everybody else starts thermal throttling. I'm like, that's a lot of money to spend. And I got to worry about my phone. Like, I don't know.
You wait the summer roll around. Shoot.
Yeah.
Good springtime.
You thought my watch was hot.
Check this out, right? So Doodle made sense on this here. You got a Galaxy S10 Plus ceramic 512 SD card support, 12 gigs of RAM, now running One UI 4.0. Why would you give that up? Like I wouldn't give that, like that right there. I would say I wouldn't give that phone up, because if you give it to Samsung, it's 3 years old.
Yeah,
still a good phone.
Bye.
It's still a good phone.
It's a good. Oh Lord.
I need that new.
Bye.
LaShawn, one of those people with the new.
How much battery do you have is really the question, though. At that point, if it's been 3 years,
that's what I'm saying.
What's your battery looking like?
What that battery life do?
So here we go. The S21 was the best Galaxy device ever made. I don't know about that. I think the Z Fold 3 was the best device that Samsung ever made.
As far as S line, that might
S-line,
for slab,
right.
that probably was. Yeah,
I would agree. I would agree that the S21, after all the updates and fixing some of the thermal issues, I think that probably the best phone that Samsung ever made, right?
Yeah.
So why give up a Galaxy S21 Ultra for a downgrade? Now, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, look, a lot of people say, well, the camera's going to be better. Okay. How better do you want the cameras at this point? See, people always harping on cameras. I go back and I made a video of the LG G8, right? Going against a Pixel in the video, right?
LG did pretty good.
And the LG G8, we talk about an LG G8 kept up with the Pixel. So, I mean, we talk about 3-4 year old phones that can keep up with flagships, current flagships. And I can tell you that the LG V60 can rock with flagships. Now.
I agree.
Now.
LG, that was a beast of a phone. That was a beast of a phone.
And so make no mistake about it. They got devices in the past that can hang with flagships in the camera department today. Like, y'all, the Huawei's and man, let me tell you, pull out some of them old Huawei. Their cameras were so great back then. They can fuck over flagships today. Or even the oh God, I'm slipping my tongue, but the phones y'all got.
Xiaomi.
The Xiaomi phones, right?
Well, so that's all.
You start talking imports, though. They kick ass when it comes to cameras.
But they, but the problem is that everybody gonna talk about cameras, right? Cameras. My camera, I got the S22, so I have the best camera. Period. And that's
my whole thing. My concern is probably not as much with the camera as just with the 8th Gen 1, and if Samsung's going to have the same philosophy as last year, just let it go wide open. You know, are they going to back off of if they would just back off of it a little bit? I'm cool. You know.
So hold up. What I'm saying is the LG V60 can compete with the best.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm not saying it's better than the S21
it definitely
Ultra.
It definitely
right?
can.
But I can tell you this much. See, here's a problem. I guarantee you, and Marquez Brownlee do this every year, a blind camera test, right? If you take the Samsung out of it, the name, and you take LG name out of it, you take all these other companies' name out of it, because as soon as you see the name iPhone 13, everybody go pick iPhone 13, right? But if you take the name out of it and you do blind camera tests, what happens? What happens when you see blind camera tests? Your favorite phones never win. Your favorite phones never win. Every time. Every time I see people do blind camera tests, people favorite devices that they say they're supposed to be the win all be all, why they don't never win blind camera tests? I don't understand that. So something got to be wrong with that picture.
Because people are stupid.
Because people look at the name and they already assume that it's better. All right. Yes. Call.
What up,
Rich? What's up with you?
But love most people pick for need.
Yeah, for me. For need.
For need.
Oh, for need. I don't know. Most people pick the brightest picture. You know?
The brightest, more detailed. And some people pick the more contrast picture because it pops, you know.
Some people like
oversaturated pictures, right?
Saturated pictures. Some people like natural look. So, you know, it just depends on who you talk to.
It's really your preference.
Yeah, everybody has a preference. I like cooler pictures. I know some people like warmer pictures.
Let's 10 hut. Thank you very much, Carl. Now, this is the best comment right here. Cafe, my man, Cafe.
What's up,
my
bro?
man, Cafe, right here. This is what I'm talking about, right here. At this point, if you're not a content creator, you're a consumer. You just be buying phones just to be buying phones. They're all the same. There you go. This is the best comment right here.
Too bad you can't.
Well, here's the other thing, though. We didn't all start out as content creators either.
Right.
Yeah.
Some people have a love for tech, so you can buy the $1,000 phone. It's not that it's useless. It's just that you don't make it to.
But Kimmy, here's the thing. We as tech enthusiasts, we get excited over new tech. We buy it all because we love tech. But when we do our videos, we be real, right? We try to take the techie out of us sometime and try to put, average consumer shoes on and say, hey, this screen protector is good. This screen protector is bad. This case is good. This case is bad. This product is good, but this have opportunities. It's not as fast. You got, hiccups here, you got bugs here, this, that, and other. So when we make our videos, we talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. And I think but us as tech enthusiasts, we just love tech. So when we see, Galaxy S22 Ultra, we get all excited and all that stuff like that. Or we see new Pixels coming out or new this or new that come out. We get excited because that's the tech in us, right? That's the techie in us. But when people have bias, right, say, hey, this phone or this product or this tablet is better than whatever, then that's where you have problems, where you're a biased content creator. But we as content creators, just because we love what we're doing. Look, I have fun doing this stuff, and it's just a lot of fun. Here we go. There we go. Trent. Blind camera tests are kind of flawed, though. It all depends on preference, not performance. But you know what? That's the thing. But the thousands of people that pick what photo they like in blind camera tests, is it their preference or is it performance? That's the thing. Because blind camera test is always the device that you would never know. Like
It's just visual. It's
it's
not
just
about
visual.
performance at all.
It's not even about performance at all. It's not even about preference. Well, it's about preference,
Yeah,
but
you
it's
don't
not even
know
about
unless you
performance.
just
You
got
don't
a
even
great eye.
know. But if you put a name by it, and that's the whole thing. So when I make my camera reviews, I put names by it. And people, they don't even watch the fucking video. Say, oh, the iPhone Galaxy 1 or the Pixel 6 1. And I'm saying to myself, you ain't even watch the fucking video, you know? And that's the whole thing. They look at the name first and they already pick a winner. And that's why blind camera tests works. It works because you don't know what photo you picking. You don't know what phone. You don't know what phone photo you picking, but you just picking a photo that looks good to your eyes, and stuff like that. So there it is. I think I love blind camera tests, and I might do some, but the problem is I think people skip all the way to the end and look at what phone was what and say, oh, I knew it was that.
sometimes,
So it's hard to do blind camera tests on YouTube, And I don't have enough followers to do it on Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff. I mean, I got
Yeah, you
2
do.
followers, so I don't have that many people.
So
People don't fuck with me like that.
they don't fuck with me at all. Hey, King Team, what is the highest camera test on DxO Mark now? Like, what phone has the best?
I mean, it's like 1,000 or something.
Yeah, a lot of it.
That's
I'm
it.
about to
lot of
search
it's for-
right now.
DxO.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck
So
about
King
DxO
Team,
Mark.
I used to mess with DxO Mark. They just some of the,
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing now. I don't really know what they're doing
I
right
don't
now.
know what they top phone.
yeah, DxO Mark. They write. They rating phones in the 120s and the 125s, and I mean, come on, man.
I got the iPhone 13 Pro Max. That's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, but put in you got to put in that's USA. You got to put in the other list, and then you'll see Vivo and all those stuff start to pop up.
Yeah.
USA.
Here we go. If performance of camera was the metric over preference, then technically the phone with the highest DxO mark should win the best camera. You know what? They should.
They should.
But when you do a blind camera test, they don't.
Yeah, they don't.
But they should, right? But they don't.
But that's how your average consumer is going to look at it. They could give a damn about a DxO mark or the specs on the camera, unless you tell them this is 50 megapixels and this is 100 megapixels. They don't care.
Yeah.
And I say this again, and I will keep saying this: the phone in your pocket that does everything that you needed to do, give you the best photos and video. It could be a blue phone, and that could be the best phone for you. And that could be the best photography device and the best video device. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise. So if you rocking a Galaxy S7, right? Or if you rocking a Galaxy S8 or Galaxy S9 or Pixel 2 or Pixel 3,
oh, no.
wireless phone. Guess what? At that point, if that device is the best phone for you and it takes photos, I don't give a shit what nobody say. That's the best device for you. And that's the point. So don't go out and run and say, oh, I got a Galaxy S8, even though it's working great for me, but it's old, technically, it's old, and I need to, upgrade to a newer device because that's what everybody's telling me to do. See, don't let nobody control your life. That's a problem. Don't be a follower, be a leader.
Tell them to stay out
Yeah,
their pockets.
Like I said, there's a lot of good phones right now you can get if you need a phone.
Let's see. All caps, by the way. Will the S22 Ultra video recording capabilities be better than the iPhone this year? Okay, so here's the thing.
As is that it?
Yes and no. Okay. Now you got to remember.
You got to go preference. Go ahead. You start, and I'll say something.
Right, and I would say this: if you put it in Pro mode, then it becomes a different animal at that point, right?
Yeah.
So iPhones don't have Pro mode, but Galaxy phones does. See, the problem is that if you want to get a professional look, professional quality video recording, you never use auto mode. You always use pro mode. This is the biggest problem I got with iPhones. Have you ever seen some of the, when you're going from outside to inside and you see flickering and all that stuff like that? Well, you see the ISO and stuff going up and down on iPhones and Galaxy phones if you use it in auto mode. You see all kinds of different things. If you go into a light scene, you start to see it get dark. If you go into a dark scene, it get light. Well, because it's using auto mode, and then you get the flickering effects and stuff like that. Well, for filmmakers, we hate that. We hate that. Like as a filmmaker, you could always tell when somebody filming YouTube videos on a smartphone because you see,
you see the auto balance or white balance going up and down.
The white. Yeah. I've seen white balance. I mean, they go from a white background to a green background. You see the white balance just go haywire, right? Or they go from inside to outside. You see the white balance and the ISO just go haywire, right? The shutter speed just go out of control. Well, this is what's going on smartphones or auto mode. So the question is, can the S22 video recording capability be better than the iPhone? Well, it's all subjective. If you put it in pro mode,
it's subjective.
Yeah, it's all subjective.
So thing about iPhone, I like I said, iPhone 13. I'll sound like a broken record. 13 Pro Max. Apple dropped nuts this year. That's the best iPhone ever. But one thing I will say, like even if we think about. Easy. Hey, even if I look at some pictures, like you can look at some pictures. Grant has a video, a 13 Pro Max comparison. And you get some pictures, and there's sometimes where it doesn't. This is in picture mode. This is just not in video mode, where it takes an image, and the image is a little soft, but because there's no grain on the surrounding, like in darkness, it pops off. Even though you're looking at the other two competitors, you're like, it's better. So there are things that they do with their blacks. Where they reduce grain almost too much, that just makes it just pop off, like for video. So I always lean towards video with the iPhone. That's always going to be right. Until someone else does that for me, but that's my preference, right?
Right. So, and it's color science, right? Yes, just like Canon color science versus Sony color science.
Right? Like to give an example, I'll never use a Sony. I'm on a Sony now. I'll never not color grade. Whereas Canon, I'll feel comfortable like not color grading. Sony, there's no way. I always like, nope, I'm color grading this.
Right. And on my Canon, I don't color grade.
You don't color grade?
No, I don't color grade on my Canon.
And not everybody's like me, but there's no way I'm gonna use a Sony without color grade. Not gonna happen.
And so if you look at the Apple color science versus Samsung color science, Apple color science always tend to go to a more yellowish, brownish hue, while Samsung would go to a cooler, more saturated hue. So that's why you see the difference. You see the difference.
But what you do, if you want to avoid, well, actually they disabled it. So on the 12 series, you could fix that. You turn off Smart HDR. You can't do that. You can only do that on video now. So if you're indoors, turn that off. If you have an iPhone 13,
because it's gonna blow it up.
It's gonna change it. The white turns into brown or whatever. So
and I'm gonna tell you this much, and one of the reasons why I don't make a lot of iPhone 13 videos is because I just get fucking annoyed trying to get footage off their phones. Apple better not. With the iPhone 14, oh my god!
The way you're gonna have to use AirDrop, unfortunately, but they gotta include USB-C. It takes too long. It takes too long.
This. I try to get a gig or 2 gigs or 3 gigs off an iPhone, and I'm sitting around there, I can drink 2 pots of coffee and come back, and the shit still fucking. Get the fuck! I threw the shit on the fucking side of it.
But listen,
I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
So my son knows I'm waiting on. I'm getting some more fun. He's like, hey, you wanna borrow the 13 Pro Max and take some footage? I'm like, like I could do it, but I'm like, do I want to wait all day to get the data off?
I did the cinematic thing, right? I like 30 gigs of footage that I did. And I'm sitting around there trying to transfer from my iPhone to my computer using Lightning. And that's the most frustrating. I'm sitting up there after 20 minutes pass, and I'm looking at the shit going like, I stopped. I can't do it. I refuse to compromise on that. I would not. I would not do it.
I'm hoping that's one thing I hope they change, because that's their own ecosystem, right? Even if they somehow disabled USB-C only works if you have a Mac. Do something. It just help me get that data off faster.
And I understand people say, well, they do, the cinematic thing or whatever. They gonna show people on their phones. They go, oh, they're on their phone. Man, us content creators, we want to show it on a bigger canvas or YouTube or something like that. And it's
So Big House, it's not that he's fed up. Like he uses he's on a Mac, like he
am on a
edits
Mac,
on.
yeah.
So it's just little things like that you.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, look, I could plug up, my Galaxy phone. Transferring speeds are so fast. I mean, I could get 2 gigs, 3 gigs, 10 gigs off there in a matter of seconds. iPhone, you can forget about it.
Yeah,
I'm like, you can't get
Forget
10 gigs off an iPhone in 10 seconds. I mean, you got the look. I can go have sex and come back and this shit ain't done.
Damn, sir.
Hey, Juan, perfect timing. Perfect timing, Juan. Perfect timing.
Wow.
Juan's like, let me sit and it's like, but sir,
you mean to tell me an update lasts longer than you, sir?
Look, you see, I looked around to make sure nobody went in the room.
They were like, I ain't gonna say that. Hey, we got the fence straddler.
I mean, that could be one or two things, but I'm not gonna even go into what that could be.
Right.
Wait, either it take too long or I'm too fast.
I didn't say a word.
You were thinking though. I got a little. Oh, I thought it said porta potty for a second. I got a little porta potty.
Greeting is
Right. Hey, listen, I promise y'all gonna have some fun. We're gonna have fun here on Wired Wednesday. We always have fun on Wired Wednesday. Here we go. Let's see. From an iPhone and go climb a mountain. Hey, and that's the frustration. And look, don't get me wrong. A lot of people say, "Well, just show it on your phone." I mean, you got to edit it. Like
you got to edit. Come on, man.
And look, don't get me wrong. Look, when you watch
facts.
When you watch the Apple video, right, when they're showing all cinematic mode and all this stuff, and I mean, I'm sure that the people that's pulling that content off the phone is saying to themselves, Apple got to do better than this. This fucking sucks. Like this is like you got the phone sitting up there and it's trying to transfer 50 gigs worth of 4K cinematic footage, right? I mean, you talk about 10, 20, 30, 40 gigs. We're not talking about no 1 gig. We talk about like long takes and multiple takes and stuff like that.
We know you make movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it takes a long time to transfer shit, and that's the problem. Like, when I
that was the first thing I hit up Eric. I was like, man, this is some good footage, but man, still transferring.
What?
$1,300 with slow ass transfer speed. Yo, will kill Samsung, and that's right. And that's the difference.
Speeds. Yes.
If Samsung did that, people would have pitchforks and standing out there with fucking signs burying Samsung. But Apple, they say, you know what? It's all good. Just sit up there and go get your cup of coffee. It's okay. It's okay that they don't put. It's okay. What's the rush? What you waiting on?
It's gonna be there eventually. It's gonna get there eventually, right? So relax.
Yeah. Relax. Take a chill pill.
Right.
Let's see. Here we go. Remember when you were in school and you wanted to share a video with a girl you like, so you had to lean closer so she could see it. Yeah, those were the days. But you can't do that now unless you got a mask on and everybody got shot, boosted up, and all that. Us fellas. True story, right? My brother-in-law getting married, and we saying ourselves. Cool. So we saying ourselves, how we go do the bachelor party, I mean, whatever. We can't have, 800 people all clean together with, so things got to change. Like you got to be, well, how you do it? You gonna have virtual girls on the stage? Like, I don't know
Virtual
how you
I guess
do
y'all
it.
just
Like,
gonna watch some
you know,
porn then, huh?
Right. You
right?
might as well.
I'm like, how you do it now, right? I mean, we be masked up and
Yeah,
how we,
COVID kitty.
yeah, I mean, how you do it now with stuff like this, and then so things are different now, like it used to. It ain't like it used to be.
Mhm.
Yeah, it ain't like it used to be.
It ain't like it used to be. You can't do it like you did back in the day.
Mhm.
Galaxy S22, you think it's overhyped? I
Like
I've
I
been
said,
seeing
I
a
don't
lot of
think it's
people.
over. I understand.
Uh,
Like, yeah, I know you've seen a lot. I don't think it's overhyped. I think it's overpriced. So I know I'm in disagreement with y'all, and that's
so,
hey, that's
so,
fine.
so you think that 8 gigs of
I
RAM,
just think,
128 gigs of storage
oh, I think
is
that's
for
terrible.
$1,300
Yeah, I think
is
that's overpriced. I think it's horrible.
Yes, hella overpriced.
And the thing about it, you're gonna have a lot of phones that's coming out. Like, I mean, we seeing Motorola about to start kicking ass a little bit. We got a lot of devices. I mean, $899 for the Pixel 6 Pro and stuff
Mhm.
like that. And man, I think, and I know what people gonna say. Well, nobody better than Samsung, but is Samsung slipping though this year? That's the thing. I think.
I don't think they're slipping. I think they wanted to raise prices. I don't think they're slipping. They let's peel back everything, right? Of course, they should have. That's not $1,300 worth of phone, right? But I think they just wanted to raise prices and save a little bit more, right? And they're still gonna do the good trade-ins and all that stuff. But I don't think they're slipping. You know what I'm saying? Now it will be a slip if we go through the same year of another Broomhilda
Oh,
and they don't do anything like OnePlus did to kind of tame that 8th Gen one, then it's like, wait a second, Samsung, you're starting to play games now. But I think this is just a way to raise prices.
but I
I
mean,
know it's
look, the thing.
frustrating for you because
It
I
is
know you want to be
frustrating,
able to pull it out. Who's your daddy? I got the best, and
but
it's like I
I
got King
know.
Supreme, but
But even with that, the unboxing experience. I mean, you're not
oh yeah,
even getting a
no,
premium unboxing
you can't do
experience.
unboxings unless you put it
You
part of your
can't even
first
do it.
impressions. You can't do it.
I,
You wasting people time.
Lulu.
I tell you
Lulu,
What
what.
up, Lulu?
When we see
Lulu.
when, when I seen the first unboxing of the Galaxy S21 FE, I don't want to see no more unboxing. It's nothing in the box.
There's
Like
nothing
when you
about it.
get the box, it's gonna be this small. It's gonna have the phone and paperwork in. So the
Hold on. What
unboxing
Mims copping
experience is
to
so
him?
Mhm.
bad.
He said he copping both of them. What you getting, Mims?
Mhm.
You said you was getting 2 phones this year.
I don't know, T. I don't know. I mean, for you, it might do good. A lot of
Yeah,
people
it does
unboxing
good for
does
me
good.
when I do shorts. Like, I
Yeah,
get big numbers, and I'm a
yeah.
small
I don't.
channel.
It don't do good for me. I stopped
Yeah.
doing unboxing. So what I do is I incorporate unboxings into like my first
You put your first,
impressions.
yeah, yeah.
Right, but I don't do a dedicated video. I like
Mhm.
2 years now.
Oh,
Two
stop it.
unless it's just, a briefcase video, right? If it's a briefcase video, then I'll do a formal unboxing. But usually the unboxing experience. It's like doing the unboxing video, and I watch a lot of people unboxings, right? And it's the box is all wide. They don't even put a picture on the phone. I mean, of the phone and
Mhm.
you open it up, you got the device at the top, some fucking paperwork, and that's it. Like you get the
Yeah,
USB Type C, and that's it. And I mean, it's the unboxing experience is like,
yeah. It's yeah.
I
I'm
don't
I'm
know.
putting my unboxing somewhere. I'm not gonna get rid of that footage, but it's going somewhere else next year. So, or this year, I shouldn't say next year. As soon as I start getting phones in.
Uh-oh.
Well, we
My
got somebody
dad
calling in.
called me.
Oh, I thought
Hey,
Oh
who
we
calling
no,
in?
hold on.
I thought we had somebody calling
Okay, we
in.
got someone. We got a call.
Hey,
Everybody.
what's up? You're on the line. How are you?
Oh, I see you. I see you, Forbes. I see you,
What
Forbes.
Forbes say? Tony Paulo, we need to join this stream and show us how it looks with you more. man.
He's talking about we
We
don't
don't
need to
need
see.
Tony Pazzo on the stream. We don't need.
Shoot, Yell Entertainment, they usually include cases and everything in imported phones.
Oh, absolutely.
Not just charging bricks.
Yeah.
You might even get a tempered glass screen
Pick up that
and a
Xiaomi for
flimsy,
$200. You got your case,
a
everything.
flimsy ass
But,
case, but
but you know
it's
what's
still
so
in there.
funny?
it's a case.
I did unboxing videos for the new mobile phones, right?
Mhm.
And we talk about $170 and $200 phones. They give you a screen protector, a case. The unboxing experience is so good. I mean, those phones give you a really good unboxing experience. You get the case, you get the charging brick. One of them came with a fast charger in a box. One of them you get a fast charger, you get the USB Type C, you get a screen protector, a case. I mean, you get a beautiful unboxing experience for a $200 phone.
I was gonna say the more you pay domestically, the less you're getting.
The less you're gonna get. Yeah.
But when you spend $1,600 on a phone, you get the phone. That's it.
Yeah.
And the middle finger. You get the phone and the middle finger. That's it.
Phone in the middle finger?
You get a phone and the middle finger. That's it.
Uh-oh, Yellow's looking at that Honor Magic.
Yellow, I see the
Uh-oh,
Honor
here we
Magic.
go.
He has the best.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
Yell about to return that Duo too. He said, "Don't buy it." So he enlightened me on some things because I don't know anybody with that phone but him.
Juan.
Well, yeah, Juan, but I'm saying smaller.
I
Juan's
see
a
what
little
you're
bigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, because most people are trying to wait for that fire sale, like me and Eric and everybody else. So he was one of the smaller people that went out and spent his money. But I think he's gonna return that bad boy.
Well, the Surface Duo, the original Surface Duo, got Android 11. And look, don't get me wrong, I haven't got Android 11, which I got so many other devices I'm using right now. So I picked up the Surface Duo 1 and I hit it and I didn't get it. So I put the son bitch back down and I moved on because it's one of my. It's a frustrating device. Look, I've called Microsoft out on several videos about the Microsoft Surface Duo, right? And okay, we get Android 11 on it. But think about this. LG have put Android 11 on multiple devices a month, 2 months, 3 months before the Microsoft Surface Duo. And that we talk about a company that's been closed for a year that's still updating their devices. It's no excuses for Microsoft, man. It's like I hop on Microsoft. It's because of the premium price point and you not getting what you pay for. That's my problem with Microsoft. My problem with Microsoft is that you pay $1,500+ on the device and you don't get what they listen. I watched the keynote address. And every time I get hyped when I watch the keynote address, but it doesn't transfer to the product. The keynote address and the product is two different things. And that's why I have a problem with it. And that's why I give the Surface Duo so much shit because we got the whole Microsoft accountable. And people get pissed off at me when I go off about the Surface Duo. It's because I want to hold Microsoft accountable. That's it. That's all about accountability. And you got to sit up here and say, why would it take so long for Microsoft to push out Android 11 for a device when they promised? First of all, they promised 3 years. I made a video about this, and they promised 3 years of software updates on the original Surface Duo. The original Surface Duo came out with Android 10. Android 11 is out for it. Now they got one more operating system that they're supposed to push out for this device. So I'm just trying to hold them accountable. That's it.
Yeah,
I
really think they thought they could do their own kind of what Xiaomi does. Xiaomi on all their current devices that go out that year, it runs the old OS, and they upgrade to the new version of their skin. But the older ones go to like the Android 12s, and they get the new skin. And I think they thought they could pull it off, but they need to abort and put Android 12L yesterday. It's already running stable. I've got it on multiple devices. Get it on your Duo and try to, save face, so to speak. But my preference, like I said, I know I'm in the minority. My preference is I would I want them running Windows. You know, I feel they've already proved what they need.
Well,
to
you know,
prove.
they canceled that project, right?
I know they did.
They canceled the project.
Yeah.
I mean,
so if they got to do 12L, they got to go to 12L. Let Google have to worry about all the snapping windows on. Let them worry about it, and you just reap the benefits. Yeah, bust the windows at your car.
And look, I really want the Surface Duo 2 to win. I wanted to win. I really wanted to win. But I'm not buying the Surface Duo 2 until I see, you know, $600-700 fire sale on it, and I'll pick it up. But at $1,500, man, they got to be out there effing mine. I would not spend a penny over $700 for a Surface Duo 2. I won't spend a penny over $700 for Surface Duo. I don't give a fuck how long I got to wait for it. I'll wait for it, but I ain't spending a penny over $700 for a Surface Duo 2, and I'll wait for it. I don't care. Shit. You know why? Because I speak with my pocketbook, and that's the problem. You know, the thing about it is, if you speak with your pocketbook, they will understand that they go deliver. If they don't deliver, then you give them a middle finger. I say this again: if the S22 Ultra don't deliver, I'm gonna be on here keeping it real. A lot of people say, "Oh Lord, he was gonna bash the." I ain't bashing no phones. Why I don't bash nothing? I just call it how I see it.
I got concerns about that 8th Gen 1. That's my concern. So,
and Samsung better have this brand new cooling system for this device, because we've been seeing all this throttling and stuff. Samsung better fix the shit before it be released. Now they come out with the keynote address on the 9th, and with pre-orders and all this stuff go out, and people spending $1,300, $1,400, and $1,500 for this phone. I don't want no bullshit about, oh, you got to wait for software updates to fix this and fix that, and this shit ain't working. It's hot, and Bixby ain't fucking doing this, and you turning off your lights and all that stuff. I don't want to hear that shit when the phone come out. I'm telling you.
Ooh, Eric. Ooh, look at Juan coming for you.
Do you want the wired ones to organize this for you, sir?
Right. We can go ahead and plan this.
We can organize it.
Yes,
but sir. Hey, look, listen. I'm ready for you, man. I could pull out all my phones in a heartbeat. We got set up. Me and Juan got set up, man. And
but I ain't gonna let Juan slide because he owes me a super chat dance. So while you at that, you can slide that video in my DM, sir.
Look.
I know, right?
Hey, what up,
Scoop?
Come on, everybody.
What up, man?
See, why I think I'm running from him.
Yeah, you think you running from him because you talked a lot of stuff, man. You like, I'm calling you out, Juan, back now. And it was funny too, because when I hit him up, he had said to a lot of us, like, hey, I have this stuff planned for holiday dinner and all this stuff, right? So when I hit him up, he goes, man, hey, man, I'm busy right now, right? I mean, I'm busy right now. I'm like, yeah, but, easy, So he had to step away from the family, come address it. And now Easy's like, we can wait.
So for everybody that didn't know what happened, I made a live stream. We was Wired Wednesday, right? And I had it all planned out. And I was under the influence of adult beverages at the time, right? And I had literally, I don't know, maybe 70 phones on my table. And I said, I'm calling out Juan Bagnell because I have more phones than him, right? So I'm right at about 200 phones. And Juan Bagnell didn't respond, and he was busy.
I'm sorry, you blaming alcohol for your behavior that night?
And then after that, here I get the Rona, right? So I'm down for the count for 3 weeks. And then 3 weeks, now we got Wine back now out there saying that, hey, I'm ready, Easy. What you doing? And I'm sitting in the bed like, I didn't call Wine out, and now I can't even fend for myself because I got the Rona. I'm down for the count. I don't even know if I'm gonna survive. I'm fucking scared.
Hey, Gigi, you hear the shovel going of all this?
I hear the bullshit. The bullshit getting thick in here, boy.
Yeah, but we over the Rona now. We can set this up.
We
can get this party started.
I'm over the Rona now, and I'm ready.
First he blamed it on the alcohol, then he blamed it on the Rona.
Blaming on the
Corona?
You got the most excuses, sir. I need to know.
It's the Corona.
That's the Corona.
Ooh, he goes, no. I wish you well when you were sick.
He did wish me well. Yes, he did. Yes. He did.
Oh, Mike set up, Mike. LB won that shit. He had that shit in the book. Hey, fuck no.
Look, this sounded like Sean Payton. Oh,
bro. Shut your ass up, Jason. I don't want to hear nothing about that. I don't want to hear nothing about Sean Payton.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
But Tech King Mike has a fight coming up, right? And very soon. So maybe, just maybe, he might can add me and Wine Bagnell on the Tech
I
fight.
promise you, I think that's like a whole stream event. Like
that's a whole stream event. That's not a Tech fight.
It's a whole stream. Okay, all right.
That's a whole stream. Y'all got
okay,
close to 600 phones between y'all.
All right. I think this is a stream. So we have to pick who channel go do this. Well, I don't know. We can do multiple streams at the same time. I don't know how that works, but we gonna make it happen.
Do it if you want.
I thought it was on a Friday. It's whatever. I'm good.
What?
I'm judging the fight at the same time behind.
See, there you go.
Yeah, we go. We gonna make it happen. It's gonna be epic. Stay tuned.
I already got my popcorn ready. So.
Yep,
we got the popcorn ready.
You sat back.
Man, fuck both of y'all. You know
oh, sir.
Hey, but your order went in, I thought. Didn't your order go in?
No, I'm not. I didn't put an order in.
Okay.
Friday, I put my order in.
Yes.
Sean Payton, get your ass out of here. Get out of here.
How's everybody doing?
So let me ask you a question. The Exynos 2200 versus the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Now Samsung is claiming that the Exynos processor go mop the floor over the 8 Gen 1. Yeah. So that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. So the Exynos processor go be better than the Snapdragon. Well, the Dimensity is better than the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Look, man. Qualcomm fucked up this year.
Yeah, Qualcomm is hurting right about now.
I think Qualcomm messed up this year. I think Qualcomm didn't make a great chip this year. Yeah. From all the I watched Gary explain.
So the rumors are they're going to switch to TSMC next year.
Well, I mean, they don't do nothing for 2022.
For this year. Exactly. Don't do nothing for this year.
I think if I watch Gary Explains, right? Great video breaking down all three chips, right? A great video breaking down all three chips. And I believe that the 8 Gen 1 is, I mean, if you got an 888 S21 or even devices that might come out with an 888 processor, I think that's going to be a great processor going in, it's not going to be old at all. I think it's going to be great. I don't know. I have my reservations on the 8 Gen 1.
I really have my reservations. That's the reason why I got to pick up that Realme.
There you go. 803, 808, 810. It was fire. Yeah. There you go. There you go. I think that's the thing.
I like that yellow. I like that idea. I don't know who would do it. A gaming phone. Didn't the Razor
And there
come
you
like
go.
that?
We got problems, man. I think
Mhm.
Qualcomm got scared of AMD. And they try to push out even hotter chip. And thing about it is, it's Samsung. They
But
got
that's
to
my
make
only.
that's the
God,
thing.
man. Just make sure you back off of it on Samsung. That's all I'm asking. Just back off just a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of
Oh
the
yeah, Art
A70 is
Dog.
holding.
True.
Yeah,
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 Art Dog.
true.
Definitely. Definitely.
And the 865 Plus is holding heat a whole lot better than 888. Right,
Hmm.
right,
Correct.
right,
Yeah.
right. Yes. So don't sleep on 865 plus processors.
Hmm.
And I think that those processors. I don't. I don't know. The great processors. MediaTek is coming out with a more balanced performing and power option. Is a better play than Exynos and Snapdragon. So, and
Mm.
I think that's what. And look, for MediaTek for a long time, they was getting
They were getting killed.
slammed,
They were getting killed.
getting killed, and now in 2022, MediaTek will be the top dog. I never thought I would see today that MediaTek processors is going to be the top dog.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And if they had a modem right now that they could pair with it to come to the US market, it would be over here. You
Yeah.
know? So
I mean, MediaTek will be top dog in 2022.
One
I
should
never.
have said gangster budget option.
oh yeah. P3 like that like I hit up Big House. Big House wanted my opinion on the Xiaomi Redmi's. And I'm like, dude, if you're gonna get the Pro 5G, Poco F3 is 375 with a Snapdragon 870.
There you go. Oh yeah, the 855 is great.
It's an 870 though. It's an 865 basically. It's even better than
Yeah,
855. So
yeah, and I think it's those gonna be great. Good to have some competition. Although this is just probably Qualcomm's. And look, I'm gonna tell you something about Qualcomm. They've been getting slammed for a while with the 888 with the thermal issues.
mhm, mhm.
They going into the 8 Gen 1 and they haven't fixed it. I mean, how many times that people gonna go for these processors that's gonna run hot, thermal throttle, and stuff like that. I mean, it's something bad. I mean, what gaming phones you go put the 8 Gen 1 in right now? Right, with the overheating and the
Right,
thermals
right.
and stuff like that. I mean, no gaming phones go put it. I mean, what gaming phone go do it? Like, and I'm sure they gonna have gaming phones that go try to do it, but are they gonna perform like the older Think about this: if you got an 865 plus processor in a gaming phone, it's gonna probably outperform the 8 Gen 1. It's gonna
I gotta
outperform
send
the
you this
8
real
Gen
me
1.
G2 video. Like I said, they're the only one that has come out and said, "Hey, we are developing a first gen cooling system for basically for the eighth gen," and they're not getting any thermal throttling right now with it. Everybody else like there's turning off. They're like, "Hey, not only are we gonna thermal throttle, we're gonna shut. We ain't
Oh,
gonna
well,
do
I
the
got the
test
black
anymore."
start back.
So I
Wow.
actually wanted a Iron Man edition, and they had the Batman edition and the Iron Man edition. And at the time, Samsung was selling it for like $1,500 or $2,000, and that's when the original Galaxy S7 was like $699, and they were trying to sell the Batman edition for like $1,500, and it was no way I was buying it because phones was cheap back then, $699, $799 for flagship phones. So when the Iron Man phone came out, the S6, I think it was like $899, $1,000 or whatever. But $6,000, nah, I wouldn't buy it. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, it's a limited edition phone, but I don't. I wouldn't spend $6,000 on the S6. Uh, I noticed the Pixel 6 Tensor chip run a bit warm uh, compared to the Note 10 uh,
855.
855.
I would
To the
believe
eight,
that. I would
I would
believe
believe
that.
that.
I would believe
Yeah, I would
that.
believe that.
855 was. I don't think anyone ever talked about that thing getting warm, unless I'm forgetting something.
Right.
And I could be.
855 did not suck.
And I agree with this. If we know now, back then, if phones was gonna be $1,500 was gonna be the norm, I would have bought it then. Yeah, I agree with you,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah, but we didn't know that phones that was flagships that was $699 and $799. And remember, the OnePlus One was like $399, and that was the flagship killer. We talk about flagships that was $399. Now look at fast forward it 5-6 years later, and now we got phones starting out, and $1,200, $1,300 and stuff like that.
Long live the passport.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Long live the BlackBerry passport.
I remember him talking about that. I forgot though.
Well, we already know that Doodle was gonna come up with a
Yeah, like I said, I don't think that really helped you last year. With your So. No, I Big House. I know what you meant. I haven't seen one of the guys I watched from overseas. I don't think he has that phone yet. He's got pretty much everything else though. So I'm curious about that too. If they tamed it.
Right. There's no way you spend that type of money on that. I mean, it's just no. And this is a problem with limited edition devices.
Ooh.
After about 2 years, they really not that great at that point. 2 or 3 years or whatever. But
hey, so I know me and you did Essential Phones, and I think Scoop
Yeah.
and Big House.
Oh yeah.
What was the one that was the blue back and copper edges that
That was
I missed that
the
one.
limited edition.
It was a limited
bronze.
Okay.
That was
yeah, emerald green and bronze.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
I wanted that one bad, but they wanted way too much for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry, Ted. I swooped in when it got low.
Yeah.
I didn't see I would pay like
Oh yeah, I mean we bought our essential phones, which is like $100.
Yeah.
Trash.
Man, for that price, but
Trash
Bashan,
phone.
I would say maybe a few times a year I pull it out the whole weekend. I'm just rocking this essential phone.
I love that
couldn't do
phone.
it,
That
man.
phone was
The phone is
my-
good, man. The phone is
I don't
good.
care.
It just had bad
I don't-
cameras. It just had bad cameras. That's the only thing. it had.
Yes, bad camera. That's
Yeah.
it.
Bad rear camera. The phone wasn't bad.
Yeah,
We're on
that's
the
right.
top of the hour. Oh, GG got me. Oh, GG got me a super chat.
What
Thank you
up?
very
Over
much.
here.
Yes, we're at the top of the hour. Really appreciate that. And let's 10 hut.
That time I got that heat, let's go.
Thank you very much for the $10 holla. But you know what? Guess what? Think about this, right? We got no headphone jacks on no phones right now.
I know.
So
I
it's
know.
just sit your phone.
I know it was ahead of its time. Had a smaller
It was ahead of its
notch.
time.
The most notches that even came out afterwards.
That's
Yes,
terrible.
it had a smaller notch,
And they
no
had something.
headphone jack. Right. But it had a beautiful design. Oh,
The phone was so good.
just gorgeous. Gorgeous design.
Edge to
Oh,
edge display, like truly edge to edge. Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, it had a gorgeous design. Just absolutely
I don't
amazing.
mind a little bezel.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, look, think about it. 3 years ago, 4 years ago, it was bezels. Like
And-
every
and-
phone had a bezel.
I'm still using all of the ringtones and notifications from that phone because I'm telling you, it's like the people at Essential were like, "Hey, we need to mix these ringtones because we're competing with everybody else." So everybody's like, "Okay, cool, yeah, we got our little $5,000 speakers." Like, no, we want to go to Abbey Road. We want to go to the most expensive studio on the planet. Like, if you hear an Essential phone ringtone, you're like, "Man, do you got speakers coming in?" Like, you're like, "Is there speakers
Yeah.
around here?" Like, how good they are.
I mean, the Essential phone was great.
Yeah, it was
after
it
the
was fun.
updates.
After the
when it first
update,
came,
yeah, it was
woo, Ooh, it
It
was
had a bad camera and it
trash.
was trash. Yeah.
It was trash when it first came
It
out.
had everything was equally trash about it.
Trash.
I
And it
was
came
waiting on
out
it.
at, remember, the Essential phone came out at $699. It was and that people was harping on how expensive that device was. It was too high, and then they came out with trash software. How could the founder of Android come out with such a bad phone? It was I mean, obviously, you have to think about it. And I talk about this about the Essential phone. Not even though you put all more cameras and all this stuff on devices, if you don't have the software, your camera's gonna be trash.
They're gonna be
I,
trash.
s-
Yeah.
I got uh, budget phones in there that put 5, 6, 7, 8 cameras on the phone, and all of them trash. So it don't matter how many cameras you put on the phone, because guess what? Pixels was running with one cameras for
One
years and
camera.
beating everything out there. It was beating
Killing them.
everything out there. When Samsung would put 3 cameras on the phone, you get a Pixel, and the Pixel was smoking it. When everybody was going to full quad camera setup, the Pixel was smoking it. The Pixel 5, Pixel 4, Pixel 3, all them phones those Pixels was killing everything out there. So yeah, it's not even about how many cameras you put on the device. It was all about the optimization of software. And Google have it down packed. Google have the software down packed. And that's one of the good things that Google did. Now, Dexter said that's why everybody would put Gcam on the phone. And, Gcam. Everybody would go on Gcam. And that's the thing. To this day, everybody's still talking about, hey, you got a
Yeah.
Gcam port for this phone. You got a Gcam port for that phone. And everybody put Gcam on the phone because they want the pixel cameras. Everybody want pixel cameras. That's why you see everybody talk about Gcam. Everybody want to put Gcam on the phone. That's it. And I get people hit me up all the time. Hey, I'll buy that phone. Just put Gcam on it for the camera. There you go.
That's hilarious.
But the only problem about Gcam is that it doesn't use optical image stabilization for your video.
Correct.
So your video gonna be
It's gonna be shaky. You gotta have a gimbal.
shaky.
You gotta have a gimbal.
You got to have a gimbal. Yeah.
So Savage said Gcam, gangsta.
Gcam gangster.
Gangster camera.
That's it. My iPhone SE has a single camera too, and look, the iPhone SE 2 does have a great camera. I mean, it has a great camera.
No, I don't think that's Sean Payton. His name is up there.
No, that ain't Sean Payton. Y'all got it. Y'all know that.
Come on, man. Really? Shark fan, really?
Yeah, I mean, I seriously doubt that on the Wednesday night at 9, 10 o'clock
No,
at
but
night.
the name don't even say Sean Payton. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
if you read the name, it doesn't even say Sean Payton.
And I think Sean Payton have a check by his name because I mean I'm sure he gotta have a verification by his name. So that's how you could tell the difference.
That's not even.
That's how
Sean
you
Payton, bro.
right. That's how you could tell the difference between real and fake channels because they have verification. Some of them I don't have none, but
Well, your channel fake then.
Yeah,
you fake, nigga.
That's why I've been wondering all my life.
Look at this bitch.
What up, Scoop? What up, Scoop?
Scoop. Okay, I see. Scoop about to rob somebody.
Back in 2008, the HTC Evo was a great phone. That when touchscreens was a highlight nowadays, right? Phones was beating high-end PCs. And you know what the thing about it is when what was that phone that came out? There was a BlackBerry. That's when BlackBerry was all fucked up. Where you had to push in. You had to click the touchscreen work, but you had to click the BlackBerry Storm. One of the worst touchscreen devices on the planet was the BlackBerry Storm. Oh, what a dumb concept. And I think that was a lot of the downhill of BlackBerry. Now, don't get me wrong. LG fucked up on a lot of phones. Look, Samsung fucked up. Look, Samsung had phones blowing up and shit. But,
Yeah, but that
HTC,
touchscreen was pretty. That was pretty bad.
yeah, BlackBerry did it. That was terrible. Oh man, yeah, the BlackBerry Storm. You know what the BlackBerry Storm showed me that wasn't true BlackBerry. They try to do something that they're not good at, and that's what the BlackBerry Storm felt to me. Like this is not a true BlackBerry. Like BlackBerry came out with a foldable touchscreen. You had to click it, and a lot of people. How you go type on that thing?
But Juan, nothing leaves the museum, does it? Not like Eric.
He actually been giving away some stuff.
I have a BlackBerry passport. I absolutely love it. It's just unfortunate that it
First BlackBerry phone ever made. Period.
yeah, I love my. I actually love that concept of a BlackBerry passport. It's wide, it's big. I would love to have. Now I know they got the other device out there that's trying to mimic BlackBerry. But I, huh?
Universe.
Unihertz, right? But it just doesn't look like a passport. Now, I know.
I got a Unihertz.
Spectac has it. Spectac has a couple of them. Yeah, she's got a couple.
Love
of
her
It's
Unihertz.
the Unihertz Titan. That's what that one's called.
Yeah,
They make a bunch of different phones.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I was gonna pull a trigger on that, but when you look at it, you're like, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, wine. You know what's so funny? I pulled out a Galaxy Note 1. I have the original Galaxy Note 1. I have the original iPhone, right? And it does feel like a museum. These phones are so old. And one of the things that people ask me is that why you don't sell them off? Why? Is some of them don't have no value, right?
I don't say they ain't worth nothing.
If they're not worth nothing, so you might as well keep them. So I actually, when I do my, Throwback Thursday video or whatever, I pull out those old, 2022 phones or whatever, or 2002 or 2003 phones or whatever. Yeah, I pull out those old phones and go from there. But yeah, I mean,
Eric lives in the year 3000, so.
Yeah. Them old 2022 phones, the ones we just get.
Yeah, I mean, man, what you got there, man? Burrito.
He say make me big.
He got a burrito.
I mean, the chicken wrap.
Yeah.
So they
see me rolling. They hate it.
Put me on blast right there.
No. What happened is the Saints' new head coach just said that, so I said I gotta go ahead and do it.
And I posted this on my Twitter, man. And when I heard Sean Payton was retiring, the first thing I'm thinking about is we don't have a quarterback. Now we don't have a coach. Man.
Oh. But Eric, there are a lot of good coaches out there that we could do.
Bruh.
Hey, Bill, I'm going in with the song over here. Yes, he eats that burrito.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Let's see. My Note 4 was a phone. It had slow fingerprint scanner, slow screen fingerprint reader. It still was a major improvement. Yeah, the Note 4 was great. I love. See what Samsung did with the Note. The Note was designed for more professional. That's why they came up with they call it. What was the name of the back of
back?
Yes. And so we as professionals didn't want glass because the Note device was supposed to be a powerhouse of a device, and it was all about, getting work done using the S Pen and the S Pen features and the great cameras and stuff like that. So for professionals, we didn't want to put we didn't want to put a case on the Galaxy Note. So the Galaxy Note 1, 2, 3, 4 came out. It was beautiful. It was collected. But when the Galaxy Note 5 came out, Samsung fucked up twice. They took away the SD card and they made it an all glass phone that had shitty battery life and came out at 64 gigs. So Samsung fucked up with the Galaxy Note 5.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when the Galaxy Note 7 came, no, it's Galaxy Note 6, but Galaxy Note 7 came out, they fucked up again because they had to recall the damn phone twice.
And that phone looked like it was gonna be, that phone looked like it was gonna kill everything. Oh my god!
The phone did try to kill everything.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
so
I like my fan edition though.
Yeah, the Galaxy Note 8 was a total improvement over both of those devices, but they gave you the glass back that a lot of people wasn't fans of, and that's what they introduced in the decks. The Galaxy Note 8.
So that was a positive.
Right, it was a positive. Well, the Galaxy S8 came out with decks, but they transferred it to, and stuff like that. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. A lot of us we wasn't on that glass bandwagon. We didn't like glass on the Galaxy Note. But now here we are, Galaxy Note with 8 gigs of RAM, with no SD
I don't
card.
like Glastic. You won't rock that Glastic, will you?
I prefer my phones to cost me a lot of money when I drop them.
If that ain't a rack to fix it, I don't want it.
And think about it is,
the fan edition.
Yeah, the Galaxy Note FE.
Yeah.
Best Note
now
ever.
That's when the fan edition was a good phone.
Yeah, that's when the fan edition was a good phone. Right. But I don't know what the fuck going on now.
Then it turned into the Fix-It edition,
Yeah. Let's see. Tech Twine. This Motorola 5G is so bad when I go outside. When you in direct sunlight, you can't even see the motherfucker. Damn, dog.
Yeah, I think so. I think Mims has that same thing. So Tectwan, like whenever you try to get some, you'll see like you go to GSM Arena, you'll see like how many nits of brightness it'll have like the display, and that way you avoid that situation where you get the phone and you're like, I can't use this outside.
Yeah. And you know what? I made a video about the phones I'm excited for 2022, and the Moto Razr 3 is on my list. And the reason why is because I believe that Motorola learned from their mistakes. I think that the Motorola Razr 3 is going to be a fantastic phone. I think they're going to bring it with the specs. They're going to bring it with the cameras. I think they're going to bring it with the design. They're going to fix all the issues of the previous two devices. I think the Motorola, the Moto Z Razr 3, see all these names. The Moto Razr 3 is going to be a fantastic device. I think it's going to be a fantastic device.
Are you going to get it though, Eric?
Yes, it's on my list to get. Yes, I will.
Okay, how many phones you got on your list so far?
He's got a lot.
I got a lot of phones on my list. the only listen, think about this, right? The only two phones that's going to cost. Let's go. Right? Think about this. The only two phones that's gonna cost me a lot of money is the fucking Samsung S22 and the iPhone 14.
22.
Everything else gonna be cheap. Well, I'm sorry. The Z Fold 4.
Yeah, that's gonna be expensive.
Yeah. I'm going to get the Tom Brown edition this year. Yeah. I'm getting Tom Brown this year.
I got to break out the popcorn on that note.
I'm getting Tom Brown edition this year. Yeah, I got to get the big dog.
You put your nuts on the table this year.
No, you know why? Because every time I watch the Tom Brown edition unboxing, I'm thinking to myself, you can save all your. You gonna get the watch, you gonna get the cases, you gonna get band, you get everything with the Tom Brown edition. What the hell?
Yeah, I just wish they would get a little bit of a better Tom Brown color. That's all I wish.
Yeah, I don't like that white.
I think the color.
Let's do a black ass
color.
Let's do it dark.
Come on, Tom. You a fashion
dark
designer.
mode.
Well, hold on.
Right.
I mean, Tom is brown. Why can't we get a brown?
Yeah. I think
Brown.
the Tom Brown edition is not for a daily driver, people. I don't think it's a daily driver. It's
Eric, if I
for
buy a phone that expensive, it's gonna be my daily, nightly,
it's not
weekly,
a daily
monthly.
driver. And so I'm thinking I might have to buy two Z Fold 4s because the Tone Brown
Damn,
is
bro.
going to be when I go off a happy hour. It's a special
So
occasion.
real
Eric,
quick, I think
Eric,
go.
Mm,
daily
mm,
driver, sir.
mm.
So
I
You
if
don't
like
you
spend
that.
a bunch of money on a phone and don't use it. I'm sorry.
if you don't agree, put a one in the chat. But Yella Entertainment, I think this is what Samsung is doing. I know what you're saying. They could offer it to, but that's part of their lock-in. That's like part of their ecosystem is you buy one of their phones and then you're like, man, I'd be stupid not to trade in my Note 20 because look what they're giving my Note 20 to go to the S22.
Yeah.
So once you in there, they lock you in.
That's skinware.
Because
Yeah.
I was thinking the other day, I got this Samsung tag here, and I don't own no damn Samsung, and I can't use it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Smart tag, you can only use it with Samsung stuff.
Yeah. I actually love my smoke tag. And the reason why is because I've lost my Galaxy Buds and they find them and they make a buzz. And I lost, I think
That ain't
I
built
lost my,
in though. I thought that was built in though.
I thought so too.
Yeah, that's built in. That's
yeah,
not a tag feature.
I'm sorry, not the tag feature. I lost my keys
Okay,
at
okay,
I lost my keys at the gas station because see my car was already running, so I
Oh,
got all the
gotcha.
way home and I turned my truck off
Okay.
and I couldn't start my truck no more because I ain't got no
Yeah,
key.
because you didn't have the keys. Yep.
So
The
I
good
got off
news is you didn't leave the keys in the
Yeah.
car while it's running, and then
right,
stayed in the gas station for a little bit
right,
too long, and then
right,
you wouldn't have had
Like
either.
fully
You wouldn't have had
riding your shit.
keys, or you wouldn't have a car.
right. So I used the app on the phone. And I found my keys at the gas station. They was nice
Nice.
enough to put them in the
I
lost
sell
and
it to you, man. I'm
found.
telling you, it's brand new. I ain't never used it.
Yeah. And yeah, so I'm good. I love that tag thing. It works for me. It helped me if it helped me one time, it's a useful feature for me because if I
Yeah.
lost my keys and they found my keys. And then once I got into the gas station, I was able to press a button. The bitch made a noise. Beep, 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 beep. I'm like, all right, there you go. That's my keys.
I don't ever
So it
lose my
made a
keys. They
noise.
always in my purse.
Yeah, I'm the
Mhm.
same way. I always lose my keys, and I have a tile, and that thing helped out.
That's a good price. That's actually cheaper than in Swapper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if you want a brand new Z Fold 3, hey,
That's what I've been
that's a
telling
good
people.
price.
And you might not get
Goddamn
it that
good
cheap,
price.
but if you wait like a month, I didn't pay retail for my Z phone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the same price as a Pixel 6 Pro.
That's a great
Remember
price.
we were looking at swap on release date and all the Samsung phones were below
Right.
MSRP? That's why I don't pay MSRP. Fuck
Mhm.
that.
That's right, Sharky.
I
Trash.
see you, Michael. I see you, Michael.
Oh, Michael, having a phone for happy hour. Hey.
Hey, hold on, but see,
I
hold
just
on,
throw
hold
a
on.
fancy case on
But
my
see,
phone.
the
It's
thing
all right.
about it is, if you're a member of my channel, I just dropped a video right today, and y'all will understand how I rock. If you watch my video today, and I have product that I use only for, and for me, it's certain occasions. I use the device
We know you
for
big time, man.
Mm-hmm.
happy
I'm
hour.
broke. I got to
or
use my phone every day.
when I get G'd up and get the truck washed and I'm ready to go to happy hour, things change. Like I grab different devices. I got my Z Fold 3, right? I got the Z Flip 3. I change watches. I go from the black watch to the silver watch. Things change once you go out. But for work, things, you got to have different work devices than for play. You got different devices for play.
No, I
That's
have
you.
one device.
Me too. I have two devices. I have two lines.
Here, one of them that is both work and play.
you know,
and totally.
I do understand. I do understand. You know, most people don't carry 3 or 4 phones with them. I do understand that, but I do. Like I got. And the reason, and I talk about it in my video that I don't know. I'm just. I don't
Is
know.
that true, Kimmy?
Yes.
Nope, that ain't true.
Uh,
He could take that Duo 2 money and go buy him one.
Let me tell you something.
It's cheaper.
I'm telling you that well, the Duo 2, I really want a Duo 2. I really want one. But right now the Duo 2 is over $1,000, man. I mean, you can't get one right now for no less than $1,200. And I don't think it's I'm speaking with my pocketbook. I would not spend a penny over $700 for a Duo 2. And it may be summertime. It's okay. I'm good with it. I ain't tripping. I don't care. See, for a person like me, and a lot of people a lot of people want to get phones when they first come out, product when they first come out. I don't worry about that. Especially a device that I got a problem with, the history, like a Microsoft, ain't no way. And when Microsoft come out with the Surface 3, and they go come out with a $1,500 price point on that device, they will have to turn tricks for me to buy that phone for $1,500, knowing that Microsoft history has been so bad. I don't care what Microsoft can have a woman popping up out the screen, and I wouldn't buy that phone for $1,500.
You're like, nah.
Nah.
No, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Because of Microsoft, look, think about that. Has Microsoft lived up to their expectations? No. Have they gave you monthly updates on the Surface Duo 1 and the Surface Duo 2? The answer to that question is no. Did they live up to their promises that they talk about? The answer to that question is no. Now you might say, well, everybody else do it, but
No.
Microsoft is bad.
Eric asked me how many. Look, people say I got to import. How many updates have I received on this phone since I've had it?
I know the answer, but I won't say anything.
I haven't had it a month. Just take a guess.
2, 3. That's exactly. Look, they say rub it in there. Look at how he said, look, I'm gonna return it. I learned my lesson.
So D-Mem said, if it ran exactly the way you wanted it to run, would you pay $1,500?
That's different.
Of course. So here's the thing. It's not even about running the way I want it to run. It's all about the history. That's the thing. Like, if you look at, now for everybody that video that I watch, most people say that the Surface Duo 2 has been great, right? But do you trust Microsoft? And the answer to that question is no. But look at what they've done. The Microsoft Surface Duo did have some issues, and they didn't fix them, or they haven't addressed all the issues yet. Just like, look, every phone got problems. But I think looking at what Microsoft does, they're the biggest software company on the planet. That's why I can't understand why they can't get it right. This is the problem that I got with Microsoft right now. Like, their mobile department is like a ready-to stepchild. Like, they don't give no fucks about their mobile department. But, I mean, for their computers and tablets and everything else, they do very well with. But when it comes down to the mobile department, I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just, if you look at the history, look, go all the way back to Windows Phone Mobile. Windows Phone Mobile was bad, man. And they just pulled the rug off everybody. I don't know.
I love Windows, but I know what you're saying.
The part I was most excited about, the notifications on the side of the phone, it don't even work for everything.
It don't even work for everything.
No.
That sucks. They need to change that shit, because that's probably the dopest part about the damn phone.
It gives you some notifications, but it's not everything.
Oh, we got the Dicky CEO.
Wait. Is that the regular S22 with the 3700 milliamp battery? Oh, that's the Ultra.
So no, it's not the Ultra. It's the S22, and it's saying, I'm trying to clarify. It's saying 4,000 milliamps, which is whack.
Okay,
which is whack. But at least the S22 Plus has a 4800.
Okay, because I know the Ultra got to have something.
But if it has a 37, I couldn't recommend it at all. With an 8th Gen one, no.
Oh, that thing, that your battery gonna be like 2 hours of on screen time.
That better come with a free Anchor battery.
It ain't even coming with a power brick. By the time you set it up, you got to go call, get on Amazon and try to order your power brick.
And that would be the default 3.
Yeah, that would be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Oh boy, the Z Fold 3. Yeah, Eric love his Z Fold 3, but that
I
battery
love the
is trash.
Z3.
That battery life
Yeah.
is doo-doo toilet.
Yeah. I've learned to live with the battery life on my Z4 3. You know why? Because I carry 3-4 phones. So
Oh,
I don't
I
have a
feel
problem.
you, but it was so
I do.
noticeable the difference between the 2 and
Yeah.
the 3 that I was telling people to get the 2.
Yeah, the 2 battery life is very good.
Yeah.
The 3 battery life is not that great.
It's shit.
And the 4, they better have. I mean, I think the 4 gonna have good battery life, better cameras. I don't think they're gonna do nothing with the display. I mean, Samsung is not gonna do what everybody actually talking about, make the screen wider and all. They're not. Samsung not gonna do that. They have a great concept, and I don't think Samsung go. Now they might widen the display a little bit, get rid of the bezel a little bit on the Z Fold, but they're not gonna change the aspect ratio. I don't think they're gonna change the aspect ratio.
Oh
So,
hell no, Big House. Big
yeah,
zero
from what I
limit?
read, the glance bar is supposed to show you missed calls
No.
and how many text messages you have. And when you plug it in, it shows you your battery life. And when you unplug it, you can't just randomly check your battery life or any of that stuff at a glance on the side.
That ain't cool.
Could you
None
imagine
of
putting a
yours.
zero limit case on a foldable?
Man, you won't be able to fold the bitch.
Right, it'd be so big you can't even. I mean, you got to get it like a man purse or something to put that thing in.
Yes.
Oh, I got a video we need to watch after the stream, Eric.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's another story. I mean, look, I think for the most part, I think we gonna be fine with the S22 Ultra. I think, we gotta see what Samsung do, man. I think, to me, I think it's overpriced and I think it's a little overhyped. But I think it's gonna be a great device for a lot of people if you have trade-ins. If you have trade-ins, you're gonna get a sweet deal. If you got a trade-in, you're gonna have a sweet deal. If you don't have a trade-in,
Sorry
you're
for
gonna be
you.
fucked.
So
Yeah,
I don't know if y'all peeped this. Doodle is that dude, and I've said it many times. Doodle is that dude.
I peeped it.
So you saw. So Savage gives those basic equations, right? And it wasn't for Doodle, but Doodle comes back, gives him the answer, and it's like Bixby is basically clutch. Savage. I went and used Bixby and solved that math equation for you.
Damn. Savage over here with the elementary ass math equation.
He said you can take them math equations and shove them up your ass. man.
Yeah, I
up
got
your
Bixby
ass,
right here.
And then Doodle used the Bixby button to call Nintendo.
So wait a second, Michael. Wait a second. So you really think that's what it? Because everything that I'm seeing it really is 4,000. So you actually have saw something that says it is, because that's horrible. I would recommend
Right.
people to get the S21 FE. I would just tell them straight up, whatever you can get cheaper, S21 or S21 FE, out of those two, and skip it.
Yeah, I mean,
3,700 milliamps. That's
3,700. I mean, that's
And I feel
literally
you, Tar Nizzle, but I don't even carry a
four
power bank no
hours.
more. I used to walk around with a
Yeah, I
power
don't
bank, but
either.
I don't do that shit no more.
3,700
I shouldn't have
milliamp
to.
battery gonna be 4 hours of screen on time. It is nothing they can optimize to make it run no longer than 4 hours of screen on time. That thing gonna suck on battery life.
Yeah, I would not.
A lot
Especially
of
if
people
it's
say,
a hot
well, you know what people are gonna say? Oh, just turn it off for 1440p and put it on 1080p. Turn off your 120 hertz and put it on 60 hertz, and you can get long battery life. Man, ain't nobody doing all that. Why buy a phone when you got turn off features? I don't understand that. I ain't buying no phone if you got to turn off features.
Put one comment up. Put one comment.
Yeah. Yes, thank you, Juan. Right? It's gonna be virtual.
Virtual battery.
They got expandable batteries. Literally.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
funny
man,
as hell. Virtual
if
battery.
it's 3,700, I'm not gonna be able to
Yeah,
recommend that.
that
Listen, it's
thing
gonna
go.
be an expandable battery, literally, because it's gonna get hot. But yeah.
Hey,
Mhm.
remember what Apple did with the SE? Put like a 2700 milliamp battery. That thing got like 2 hours of screen on time.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is. He's right there.
Yeah.
He's right.
Oh yeah, no,
3700.
yeah, Bixby, yeah.
Oh
3700
And now
man.
milliamps.
Savage is saying, "Tell Bixby to show your work."
No, LaShawn is saying
Oh
he
Lord.
looked it up. It is 37.
Oh
Yeah, it
yeah.
is
Oh, yeah.
37. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a second. Whoa. Where
Yeah.
you see it?
Wait,
Where you
Not
see it?
the Ultra. This is just the S22.
Yeah, I
Correct?
Yeah,
know,
just
but
the
that's still
S22.
that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the Ultra.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just the S22.
Where'd you see
But the
that?
S22 gonna be what
I'm
a,
on
a
Phone Arena.
six
I'm on Phone Arena.
six point
So
two inch. Hold on.
GSM Arena's got the wrong stuff.
Let's hold on. Let's go with
Yeah.
GSM. Let me see. Let me see.
GSM is
So
saying
Phone Arena
that's horrible.
says leaks point to a smaller battery being in the biggest casual of the move. 7700 on the S22 from a 4000 on the S21.
Okay, well
That's
let's
crazy.
go down and
That's
let me share
crazy.
my
Well,
screen.
battery life went down from the Fold 2 to the
Yeah,
Fold 3.
they
5%
saving.
reduce.
So
They said
so
5%
basically they're
reduce.
lowering the RAM. So RAM, that's a way to save some money. Lowering the battery size, that's another way to save some money. They're nickel and diamond.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are.
Yes, that's
Trying
run
to
on
get
8th Gen 1 too.
Mhm.
Yes, Mims.
Let's see. Here
Man,
we
I'm
go.
not interested.
God damn, look at that. Oh
8
man.
gigs.
That's crazy.
And look at that. This go kill your battery life right there.
Yep, the brightness, yep.
Yep, there it is.
That's-
37. I see it.
37. See?
I can't recommend that phone. If that comes to pass, I can't recommend it.
Trash.
Man, come on, Samsung. This is what I'm talking about. Overhype. People overhyping this. You get 8 gigs of RAM. You're getting a 3700 milliamp battery. You get no SD
Mel said it's
card.
gonna last to
The
lunchtime.
Yeah, it's
fuck,
gonna last a
Oh,
long
man.
that
time.
shit gonna last about 52 minutes.
Man.
You know, you pull your phone off and then you be at the car and it's down 10% already.
You
Think
pull
about
that
this.
shit off the charger, it immediately dropping by 5%.
Let me ask y'all a question. If you this
That one's
wanna
more
ask-
accurate. That GSM put a note at the bottom. They said this is speculation. They were like, this is based on the S21, so this is more
But
accurate.
let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask you. I want to ask the chat this.
Wow.
Take away the word Samsung. Will you read these specs?
S21 FE, come on down.
Will you read these specs? 6.1 inch, 1080p display. Think about this. Will you read
Oh, you
these
know,
specs?
LaShawn wants that 1080p.
6.1, 1080p
He
display, right?
1080p.
Come on.
8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, 3700 milliamp battery.
Why
What
a
price
3700
point?
milliamp?
What price point would you put on this?
I put $500 on it.
$500.
I
Yeah,
think it's
because
a
I
blue
can't
phone.
do 3700 milliamp.
Right.
It got the specs of a blue phone.
$500.
Ooh, that high refresh rate is gonna be done.
Oh, it-
That
Gonna
high
murder
refresh
that
rate
damn battery.
and that 1500 nits of brightness, you're getting 2 hours of screen on time on that thing.
Well, make
So
sure
there you go.
don't
You
use-
trade in your Razor, Tech Twan. You know, at least
Yeah.
you have a bright phone for a little bit.
That thing should be $500, and you gonna get
Right for about
2
5.
hours of screen on time.
And they got what else? They got decks and all of this wireless power sharing, all this.
Yeah, but
shit.
how you
Why
gonna have
would you-
decks,
why would
wireless
you
decks when you ain't gonna have no
wireless
battery
power
on
share?
there?
Why would you use wireless power
Exactly.
share?
Right. Why you have
Battery
wireless
That's
power share?
confusion, Michael. I don't think there's
What?
any confusion
Come
about the
on,
size
man.
anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so. GSM Arena said theirs were specs based off the S21. They basically disavowed those specs. Yeah, I agree, Michael. If it's 3700, it's definitely disappointing.
They say you're using Dex for 1 hour.
What's the game?
Yes.
Review bra. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
Okay, so let's look at the 22S. I mean the 22 Plus. We got a 6.
Now that one's pretty
inch,
dope. Yeah.
1080p
1080p on the S22 Plus?
1080p.
What the hell is going on?
Sir, trash.
This is ridiculous.
When you go pick your phone up, just go by the Walmart, pick you some Vaseline.
What's going on?
128 gigs.
Get you some Vaseline when you're on your way to pick up the
Man,
phone.
come on. 1750. Look at the nits of brightness on this thing, man.
1080p. And let the record show one of the best phones that have come out in years, the LG V60 that had everything in the kitchen sink, was slammed because it had 1080p. We're talking about, and go check to see if those people are going to slam this 1080p screen.
Oh, they're going to say it's beautiful.
But Samsung did it right.
It beautiful.
I actually prefer 1080p the way Samsung does it.
Yeah, 1080. Yeah, Samsung got the best displays. It's better than everything out there.
Right.
I actually don't want 4K now that Samsung has done this. I'm changed.
You changed?
I'm changed now.
I'm changed.
And so this is the problem right here, right? And Samsung say fuck you, everybody.
1080p.
Fuck everybody.
And fuck everybody.
Hey, you know how I always say, LaShawn, I'm like, man, 1080, and you're like, nah.
Now
I'm
you
like,
understand.
For the S22, because it's gonna be $899 just for the S22.
Right, it's $899.
Then you go on S22 Plus, it's gonna be what, $1099?
$1099. This thing costs $1,100 fucking dollars.
Samsung said, "Bring that ass here, boy."
This phone costs $1,100. This is $1,100 phone. $1,100.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this.
This phone,
what is going on?
$1,100.
That is crazy. I mean, what are you gonna say in your review if you're not getting S22? But what would you do if you got they sent you the phone? It's like, yeah, it's got 8 gigs of RAM. It's got a nice 1080p display.
Right.
Nothing says $1,100 like a 1080p display.
We're reading typos.
Well, somebody just said they got the same specs on 3 different sites, so I guess all 3 sites got typos.
Oh yeah, hey, but the thing is, we're speculating. We're allowed to, sir. Come on now. It's like all we have is this, right? So we don't have the official.
Dang.
So they'll give you a charging cable. They're just not gonna give you a brick, sir.
You ain't gonna get a brick.
They don't mind giving you a cable.
And what type of charging cable is this gonna be like?
Yeah, they whooping your ass with that cable, but you ain't getting no brick.
Basic ass cable.
Yeah, they skipping the Vaseline. They rawing you this year. They rawing you.
Raw.
Rawing
you.
They say, bend over, motherfucker. Pull your pants down.
Whoa.
Bend over. Pull them pants down.
They rawing you. They say, bend over, motherfucker. Pull your pants down.
They go get the broomstick.
They go get the broomstick. But the average consumer don't mean though. And this is what we talking about. That's why we bring to the forefront.
Say they gonna skip the charging cable next year.
Oh yeah, he
they gonna hand you your phone when you buy it in the store. They ain't gonna even put it in the box.
Yeah, they ain't gonna put it in the box. Here you go, sir.
They say we trying to protect the environment, so we're going to skip out.
You can't
on
make
the
boxes no more. They ain't recyclable.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Right.
Give you a phone in a plastic bag with some shrink wrapper.
in a grocery bag. One of them public Kroger bags.
Yeah, it is.
No KY. No KY.
No KY. There it is. I mean, look, Apple got to be better than this coming next at the end of the year. I mean, Apple go come out and say, "Hey, we go do something better for y'all," right?
You know what's gonna come in the box? Just the phone and the middle finger. That's it.
Apple said, "Well, at least we're gonna give you the stickers."
Yep.
Hey, every man, someone's got to save the turtles. Man, fuck the damn turtles.
Man, if that's it,
I think
man, I'm
I
saying
would.
this is the truth. This is horrible.
Mm.
If this
That's
is a
right.
Yeah,
That's
they
1080p
right.
claim.
display,
Yeah, they claim that they saving the environment.
He gonna
man,
slap you, then hit you raw. What?
Slapped it,
I mean, look,
then
don't get me wrong. I'm gonna be unbiased, when I review the device. I mean, it is what it is. But boy, I tell you, woo, woo,
Well, I'm not
man,
even
that's a
oh
tough
reviewing the
sell.
device, so I ain't got them problems.
Man,
I ain't got the money to throw
man,
away.
I'm telling you, if it's
Because after you buy it, it tanks. It tanks worse than a car when you drive it off the lot.
man,
oh man, wow. So we're close to the top of the hour, and so let's
man,
go and talk about. I know this has been a very good, interesting. Lord, it was a good stream.
my mind is blown right now.
Let's talk about.
Well, see, maybe that's what they're trying to do, Michael. Look, so Michael has a good point. They give you the shitty specs, so you have to go buy that Ultra then.
Yeah, like they're forcing you to the Ultra. But God, that's a big upsell. $1,300, like
Yeah, it's a
to
big
not get a
upsell.
1080p display.
That
Let
is
me
it.
get your
That is.
best 1080p panel, please. The best.
Wow.
No, we're gonna give you 720 next year. Tell you to kiss our
Right.
ass.
Yeah, I think, yeah. If Apple come out with the iPhone 14 with the device in the box with no charging cable and no power brick, I think Samsung gonna do it in next year. Yeah, they're just gonna give you the phone in the box. Yeah,
That's what I was saying, Mills. The phone's
Yeah,
gonna be worth
Malik, I'm telling you
$200.
that S21 is looking good right about now.
yeah,
I tell you what looks even
yeah,
better. The S20 FE.
Yeah.
yeah. The S20 FE, right? Yeah, they're looking good right now. Ha! At 480p. Yeah.
When I typed in for that the battery or whatever, I made a mistake and typed in the S23, and it said that motherfucker was coming with a 7,000 milliamp battery. I'm like,
Yeah, right.
what?
Yeah, you can never look too far ahead on phones. You know?
But
You
you
have a
know what's so
10,000
funny?
milliamp battery.
Right.
Watch how the keynote address is in on the night. Watch how beautiful the optics going to be with the keynote.
Yeah, we
Oh,
shot
it's going to
this
be
whole video with
spectacular.
the
It's
I'm
going to
like
be
I know
beautiful.
what y'all are saying, but I'm praying that they don't have a 1080p display on that S22.
Bring me them 1080p's.
Wait a minute, them 1080s.
I was gonna have to mute my notifications that day because I don't
It's
want to
gonna be
hear.
the best
I don't want to
1080
hear
panel.
I do not want to hear that. You're like, this is incredible. It's like, wait, I remember your LG V60 video. You killed that phone.
But see, you know what's so funny?
They're gonna say
When
it
I
don't even look
reviewed
like 1080p.
the S20 and the S20 Plus, they didn't have the same camera issues as the Ultra, right? They didn't have that because the S20 Ultra didn't have laser autofocus, but you didn't have those autofocus issues on the S20 and the S20 Plus. So what
Correct.
Juan's saying, this is right. It's a better phone. Well,
It's a better
I
phone.
mean, it all depends on your preference, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It all depends on your preference. If you like the S21 body style and you
I
don't
love
like
the
the
S. Yeah, I
S20,
like the S21 body style.
right? So I like
Yeah,
the
so
S21
so
body style. Samsung kind of screwed up a little bit on the S20 that with that boxy shape, and I didn't like the way the camera rays look on it. But when it come down to the value, you could get S20 for cheap, very cheap. So if you go pay eight,
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know that. S21 Plus had because no one got it. It had 1080p as well. That's
oh, it
crazy.
did. Oh, I didn't know that.
So it probably is gonna be 1080p.
We
Yeah.
all
It'll be
had
1080.
we all reviewed the S21 Ultras.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We
did.
all reviewed the S21 Ultras. There you go. That's why they go 1080p.
Wow.
There you go.
Yes,
Keep that for
Dexter. Yes. It's better
Man,
than
this
most.
Oh
is-
yeah, they're gonna say, oh yeah, 1080p. Yeah.
Oh, 1080p is gonna be the best thing ever.
Okay,
In a few
so
weeks.
tomorrow, let's talk about people
We
that streaming
have
tomorrow. You got Mike and Ike.
Yeah, Mike,
Mike
Ike,
and Ike.
and then after that, best of our week with TK Bay and Juan.
Mhm.
That's right.
Mhm.
Savage is
Yes.
returning on
Is he?
Friday.
Is he?
Because
Yeah.
he got us last
Savage?
week
Yeah, he said 95% last week.
and
Then
didn't do
it's
shit.
100%. It's 100% this week.
Whatever.
Then
Okay.
then after that at 9 we got
I'll
LaShawn.
believe it when I get the message.
Yep.
Then
No,
Saturday.
LaShawn's going live, but we'll believe Savage when we get an alert.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, I'm hearing through the grapevine there's a tech fight, right?
Tech fight. Saturday is a tech fight, I think.
Then after that, Slang. I don't know about El Jefe if he's going to stream on Sunday because of football. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
football.
playoff.
Yeah. Playoff.
But check Twitter.
Wait, they got a game. They got a game Saturday and Sunday, right?
Yeah, they got a game.
Oh, that's true.
Saturday
Yeah,
and
they do.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got game Saturday and Sunday.
Mhm.
So, and then Monday we got Lulu at
football?
7.
Lulu, yeah.
Football?
Yeah.
There's only
Yeah.
game on Sunday. NFL.
I thought they were
NFC
only on Sunday.
Yeah, it's AFC and NFC
Yeah,
championship. It's Sunday.
yes, it's on
Okay.
Sunday. Yeah.
Sunday. Okay.
So
okay.
we got Lulu Monday at 7.
Good morning, good
And
evening,
then
good
9:30
afternoon.
we got T.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay,
I
9:30
forgot
we got
Juan
T.
is at noon on Sunday.
Wine at noon. Wine Bagnell is at noon.
So
right.
then the following day
East Coast,
at 7 we've got Kimmy,
Kimmy. Yeah.
Tuesday.
and then at 7, and then we back here on Wednesday.
There it is. We got your whole week covered with live streams and entertainment. And that's what I'm talking about. Shout out to everybody that does live streams every day. Look, well, not every day, but every week. We know how difficult it is to do live streams. I've been doing it for years. And we've been doing it every week, nonstop every week. So I want to give a huge shout out to everybody. And if you're not a member of the YouTube channel, become a member of my channel.
Doing that stuff.
Join the channel because I just dropped a members only video today. And I've been dropping a whole lot of members only videos. So y'all guys get first preference on content before I even deploy it. So shout out to the members. Thank y'all guys very much for supporting the channel. And man, we gonna get out of here. And I'm gonna tell you, I believe, and I know everybody believe this, and well, I ain't gonna say everybody, but I think that once the Galaxy S22 come out, we gonna be right here. What date that is? That's on
I
the
think they're
9th.
announced on the 9th.
The
They
announcement
announced
is
on
on
the
a
9th.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Wednesday,
On a
yeah.
Wednesday.
So on the Wednesday, so we be here that Wednesday to,
Yep.
to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly of what we saw of the Galaxy S22 right here. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We might have to extend the stream because it's you know, if Samsung did good, then we go praise it. But if they fucked up, then we go roast them. So we go do what we got to do here and talk about everything. If you don't know, you're gonna know everything about the Galaxy S22 series of devices and anything that Samsung drops here. So make sure you get your popcorn ready. Put the children to bed because it's gonna be a little R-rated. So make sure you put the children to bed because we're gonna be doing some cussing and
said
come here and have some
R-rated.
fun. Yeah, you know, we're gonna do some cussing. Oh well, oh look at what he just said.
Oh, they've been
my.
here. They here.
He said they
This here have my burial video ready for
Oh,
launch
wow.
day.
chilling.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean they've been here my whole life.
Yes, get your popcorn ready, and we're gonna have us some fun on the 7th, on the 9th. But you know, I mean, we gonna keep it real. Look, here's the thing: we don't fluff, we don't pass. We gonna keep it real. We all have difference of opinion. A lot of people that's Samsung fanboys, they may not like the stream. If Samsung do a good job, then
They
the
gonna like
Samsung
it. They
fanboys
gonna like
they gonna
it.
have pom-poms, Hercules. So Doodle, get ready. Put your panties on, sir. Because
Oh, God.
if Samsung do good, then get your pom-poms and panties ready.
Pom-poms and panties ready.
Doodle, get your
Just tell them to lube up
pom-poms.
well. Just lube yourself up.
Doodle, get your pom-poms and your panties ready when on the night. Because I know you're gonna be Herculesing out there. And come here, and I know you're gonna be ready to go, you know, with your panties on and your pom-poms.
I can't stand y'all. Boy. I promise you I can't.
So what now? You what now? You what now?
Hey, what? panties.
So
Panties.
so you
Oh,
know
going to
so
hell.
you
Going to
so
hell.
Doodle go come. He gonna come with his ammunition, right? And Doodle gonna come with his ammunition. He gonna have he gonna study the keynote address. He gonna get ready for the live stream. He gonna put his panties on and he gonna have his pom-poms ready. So I know he gonna be ready. We gonna be waiting for you, sir. We gonna have some fun. Go Samsung. Can I get an S? Can I get an A?
Oh,
You
stop.
say panties. You say somebody gonna have some panties on. You know I love man.
I'm just messing with you, Doodle. We always have fun. Doodle
Dude,
already
we
know
could do
we
this
have
the
fun.
easy way or the hard way, dude. It don't matter.
But sir,
Yeah, Doodle. I'm talking to you, Doodle. Yeah.
Doodle said pom poms all over the stream.
Look at his head, say Doodle. Go ahead, look at him.
Yeah, you wave them pom poms, Doodle. Yeah. I'm gonna stupid suds. Yeah.
Oh, stop it.
I'm gonna bust them. I'm gonna bust them suds.
Oh, God. Oh.
How was Time to go, Eric. It's time to go. Cut stream. Cut stream. Cut
All right.
stream.
Look, we gonna get out of here. Thank y'all guys very
Peace
much
out, everybody.
for following. See y'all next Wednesday. Here we go. Thank y'all. Peace.